everyone, and welcome to Two Hearts Homestead. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of indoor gardening. I know some of you guys are having cold weather where you are, and you just need a little activity to keep your mind occupied during the winter. So I do grow lettuce indoors during the winter. So I'm going to walk you guys through the process of me growing and setting up everything in order to grow that lettuce indoors. So stay tuned. All right, welcome back, guys. So to start off, a couple of days before I'm ready to start my starts, I will go ahead and I will grab a plastic container and I will wet a paper towel and I'll add just a few seeds to that paper towel. Now, lettuce does germinate very, very quickly. So it just takes a few days. As soon as you see one of these starting to sprout a little root, I go ahead and I transfer it into one of these little pots with your choice of soil. While you're waiting for this to germinate though, I would advise to cover it with a little lid. This one did come with a lid, and at the moment, can't seem to find it. Where is it? Oh, there it is right there. So make sure you close it. You don't necessarily need to put it in a well-lit area, but just a little bit of light because lettuce seeds do need light to germinate. But that is what I do in preparation to grow my lettuce starts. I have these little small individual containers. As I just pointed out, I fill them with soil. I do like that they have the large access hole here at the bottom, so they're easy to push out. So these are a few lettuce starts that I did start maybe about 3 weeks ago. So this is our Butter Crunch lettuce. I also have another one here that I started some black seeded Simpson as well. So I'm trying to bring you guys in as close as I can so you can get a bird's eye view of what I'm seeing. So I do plant about 4 or 5 of these in this container here. I do harvest regularly, so I don't think it should be an issue with planting this many in such a small container. We are growing indoors. So one of the things that I did was I mixed half potting soil, and I did also add a little bit more peat moss to this. As you can see, the peat moss hasn't fully absorbed the water, but I will be adding a little bit more water to this after we get done planting. I don't want to flood the table I'm working on right now. So give me just a minute. I'm going to pop out our starts, and then we can go ahead and get started with the rest of this video. If you made it this far, please don't forget to like and subscribe. So again, as I stated, these are the holes at the bottom, and as you can see, these plants have a very nice root system. And I pushed that one just a little bit too hard, but as you can see, it is growing very nicely in the soil. So I'm going to take 3 of these out here. And always grow more than you need. You never know when one might die or what might happen. And then for the black seeded Simpson, I'm going to take out probably 2 of these. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll take this one out here. So I did leave these in probably a week longer than I actually like to leave them in. I did go on vacation last week, so it didn't get done. So that's why we're working on it this evening. So our first start here, we're going to dig a nice little hole for it in the pot. We are going to plant it there, and then we're going to make sure we cover it up. our next one here. Gonna give it a little bit of space. And we are going to plant that one right here. Now you only want to bury it as deep as the current plug. So right there. And then I think I'll move this. And I will go ahead and plant this one right here. If you just kind of hold up the leaves a little bit there. Just kind of move in the soil around it. And then I'm going to put this one probably about right here. And then I'm going to put one right here in the middle. Again, if we were outside, we would probably want to space these out a little bit more, but we'll be growing these inside and we'll be doing a regular harvest, so I'm not as concerned. Just going back around and making sure they are all settled in. So let me pick up the camera. Let me adjust the lighting here a little bit. And let's make sure you guys can see the full angle that we have here. Adjust the angle back a little bit. There we go. So this is a quick and easy indoor lettuce planting. I did do a video of me doing a harvest from my lettuce plants from last year. So I'll try to remember to either tag it in this video or add it to the description below. If not, you guys, if I do forget, perhaps, you guys can always go to my homepage and you can search for my video from last year that I did on the indoor lettuce harvest. So right now, I'm gonna water these in. I do have my sprayer here. I do want a little bit more lettuce, so I do have a few more starts here. So I probably might try to find another pot to put those in. The starts that I showed you guys here, that's a different variety. That is going to be a Lola Rosa. So that's the one that I'm going to be starting next. You do get about, I would say, 2 to 3 harvests from the lettuce growing here before it's time to kind of start over. So every 3 or 4 weeks, I do get another batch started. I guess it all depends on how fast everything's growing and how many extra starts I have. But that is what I do in order to maintain a great lettuce harvest throughout the winter season. Now I do have some arugula here that I did start that I actually have no idea what I'm going to do with it currently. But I'm going to try to find somewhere to put my arugula as well. So I do have another pot just like this. It's actually outside. So that probably might be a task for tomorrow. But this is how I do start my indoor lettuce. If you like to see more, please don't forget to like and subscribe and stay tuned, because in just a couple of, probably 1 or 2 weeks, we'll be doing a harvest on this lettuce. I'm not going to fertilize today, but I will be fertilizing this weekend. You want your plants to get settled in just a little bit. I do try to water on a regular basis. I do have my indoor fertilizer here, so I can show you guys how to fertilize that this weekend. I do have organic fertilizer, but it's granular and it does need to be broken down, so it's not exactly the best thing to use while indoors, so we won't be using that. And I think that's it. So thank you guys Thank you for all my returning subscribers, and thank you for all my new subscribers. Please stay tuned and join me as we harvest in a couple of weeks. Bye now.